Hey, that's my money.
You must be an anti-Semitic bigot.
You guys do realize the more you fall into this whole propaganda about anti-Semitism and stuff, the more you miss out on things you should be not missing out on. For example, this story right here. It's bad enough that your tax dollars already go to that country over there. Starts with the letter I. It's bad enough. I mean, especially because what it's doing with the money is horrific. But you're telling me that's not enough? Now the money, your tax dollars are going for them in here and in your own country also? I mean, when do you ever get fucking chosen? Wait, when do you guys ever get picked first by this government? Now look at this story real quick. Tell me if you think you feel proud to be American right now when you see this story and what's happening underneath your own nose and to your own children. Really quick, and let me clarify. If I hear any anti-Semitism talk, I'm gonna lose my mind because this is ridiculous. This has nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. I don't care. Call it whatever you want. Call it planet Jupiter. I don't give a shit what it's called. It's the actions that are happening, not by who. I mean, the by who part makes sense because you have to understand why it's happening, but get past that part so you can start taking an honest look at what's going on in your life around you.
Majority of the people there. And this is the form of kind of the follies of the democracy. Democracy is kind of mob rule. It's two wolves and a sheep deciding what to eat. Some people argue, hey, listen, there should be more of a concentration on the minorities, but it's pretty clear this one group kind of comes in, and this one group's represented by government because they represent the majority of people there. People are saying that's not wrong. Other people are saying it's wrong because there are other resources that are being taken away from all the other citizens that are still there that are a minority.
And don't tell me you're not going to trust your own countrymen who are living it over someone who lives in a different country or someone that doesn't even come close to the story at all. So keep your ears open. Listen to what this woman's saying. She's living it. That's your countryman right here.
Minority of the population and became a minority of the population.
Where was majority private school owners, mainly Jewish white men, and most of our school was not Jewish. And they had control over our public school system over like the past 10 years, purposely voting no on our school budget vote so that way we would fail. And we lost about 3-2 schools.
Basically, through block voting, Orthodox Jews won enough seats to control the East Ramapo School Board and went on to eliminate hundreds of public school positions like teachers and social workers while approving millions of taxpayer dollars to be spent on their children's religious private schools, ultimately gutting the public school system for the estimated 9,000 black and brown public school students.
Okay, now I have to explain this. These Hasidic Jews, okay, they took powers of position, and it's not hard to believe. That happens all over the world, guys. I mean, how many Jewish people do you think are in the world? Not that many, but they're strategically placed to where they need to be to get the best outcome for themselves. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So here, they took over a school board and they're canceling social worker jobs, teaching jobs. Why? Why do you think they'd be doing that? I mean, why can't they just take the money that they want and just go on? Because that's money that benefits everyone except them. Social workers help all, especially black and brown people. Social workers help them a lot. It's just a fact. And actually everyone now, because we're all poor, but you get my point. So why are they doing, and then teachers, no teachers either, because they're funneling the money. They're making it to where it goes just to them. So it's another waste of your tax dollars. It's not a waste if it's spread evenly, but if this shit right here, no, this can't slide. You can't let this go because when does it end? I mean, like I said, your money's already going overseas over there. And then now why, even in your own home, you're not getting the benefit of it. Kids are losing their schools. I mean, what the fuck? How's that anti-anything? This has nothing to do with anti-Semitism. This has to do with pro your children. And I just don't get, and you know what this reminds me? It's not the only time this has happened, something like this happened. You know that one, that 1-800 Cars for Kids, that damn charity, Ben Shapiro, that's one of his sponsors. Do you know what they were doing? Less than 2% of the people who donate to the Cars for Kids, less than 2% went to local communities. 98% went to Jewish school, camps, Jewish camps in a different state. And nobody knew that. They were just donating cars saying it's going to help their community, and it wasn't. That's just from what we know. That's just this case and that one. So what else don't you know? That's the problem. When you have a coward like Donald Trump who wants to be someone he's not so bad, He's letting all this shit slide because he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't. I mean, I voted for him 3 times. I was on his campaign the first time. I'm just telling you this so you don't think I'm some leftist. I'm not. I'm not anything now because look at the right. They're embarrassing themselves, making fools of themselves, acting cowardly. But regardless, when you have someone like Trump not looking out for America first, you know, it was never that. It was IF. That's what it was. Well, I should add a D in the middle. That'd make even more sense. But that's not the point. You guys keep watching.
While diverting that money to their private religious schools.
They give us food that's rotten and it's cold and it hurts our stomach.
And listen, some people are saying this is a legitimate concern. Some people are saying Somalis are doing this. Some people are saying it's Jewish people doing it. And I don't care who's doing it. Like, I think people deserve to have a conversation.
The kids saying they're foolish, they're old, and their tummies hurt from it. But you feel American? Yeah, good work.
About what in the world's really going on here. And I don't think people should get their entire livelihoods destroyed because of that.
Yeah.
Like, that's just...
Patreon, the guy who did that documentary you just were seeing a clip of, Patreon canceled his ass. Again, we're back to this again. Wasn't the Trump administration supposed to come in and fix this stuff? I thought all this was supposed to be something of the past. And I'm hearing more stories now from the right than we did the left when Joe Biden was in office. This is insane, guys. He sold you out. When you have those low-life podcast losers, when you have them out there talking about, Trump, they know he's not doing the same, what he promised. But again, they're looking out for their own pockets, for their own money. Look, as a new, content creator, that's what I do a little bit now. I just want to do it for a few months. I know, taking this route is poison for my, algorithm. And I know it is. I know. I don't give a shit because what the fuck? I mean, what's the point? I'm not here just to make money. I'm not even making money. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm just tired of hearing this shit and not saying something about it. But regardless.
Wrong. A French way, Patreon. I made my own website. I could publish my videos that you can't take down. That I can't upload on YouTube. Extended cuts, interviews, uncut, uncensored, unbannable. And then he tells people to become a member on his website. And again, that's what we did many years ago because that's what they did to us, right? They did this to us in a very serious fashion where it's like overnight, it's like, oh yeah, I can't exist. It's like, okay, I got to create a t-shirt store. And that's what we did. And then they took down the t-shirt store because BuzzFeed wrote an emotionally fictitious piece about us, which was horrible. And just made up. Tyler also posted, truth versus money. Alp says, hey, check your DMs here. Myron says, within 24 hours of this video, Tyler Oliveira's Patreon was deleted. I wonder why. Patreon should release a statement explaining what they did. Was it off-platform behavior? Was it this video? Was it a number of complaints that all...
Look, guys, I mean, the fact of the matter is, even his t-shirt store got canceled. Like, they're not just saying they disagree with you and giving you bad PR, talking behind your back, or making you look crazy so it ruins your business. They're actually cutting the heart out of your business. That's two big things. That shouldn't have happened. You get my point? The same people who keep calling everyone anti-Semitic and keep saying they want their freedom to learn, to teach, to fucking whatever, speak, they're the ones who are crushing people the most. Don't you guys see this? I mean, that Tyler guy, don't you ever wonder, wait a minute, he did a documentary of this, which is good, honest work. Okay, 24 hours later, his Patreon was closed. How did Patreon find out about it? Do you really think they have someone sitting there watching every million posts that keep coming up every day and they say, hey, we don't like this? No, that means they have people working on it. There's people equivalent to what? A fact checker, those, especially during COVID, how those fact checkers are always right, my ass. But, the right part, but you get my point. So what happened? Obviously there's people out there that do this, that scan them like an algorithm or something, or a human. They scan the net to see what's considered negative or not even positive about Jewish or Israeli people, either or whatever. And they make sure to crush you for it. The same people who are saying that if you even question one thing about where your money's going, they call you anti-Semitic. So here's how it works. Strategically placed people of that kind, of them, all over the parts in the world that make everything go. You take off one gear, the whole machine collapses. You see what I'm saying? If we just, take a second to think about it, you can start making options. And the reason I keep going on that why I'm not on the right anymore or left, I don't think there's no such thing now, but think of it like this. When you have people like Benny Johnson, Trump lovers, like these losers who just keep, no matter what he fucking does, okay? You're not hearing these stories. How are you supposed to fix something like this? That kid didn't break your heart to hear that kid say our foods, they make our tummies hurt. What the fuck? I mean, they don't even leave money for fucking food? Are you kidding me? In the school that their parents pay taxes at? So when you have Benny Johnson, those cowards, Dan Bongino, coward, all of them. Ben Shapiro, I think, is a coward, but I understand why he's doing what he's doing because that's his country. I'll give him some slack for that part, but still wrong. Okay. And the rest, Michael Knowles, coward, Matt Walsh, coward. They all are because they're hiding shit from you. They're not letting you find out. Now, I never knew this story, and I do news all the time. I never heard that story. If it wasn't for Tyler Oliveira doing that report, I wouldn't have known about it. If you don't know about something that's an injustice that's going on, then how the fuck are you supposed to act on it? Tell me, how? So don't stop. And if this, anti-Semitism, anti-this, no, there's no anti. Because if these people who use black and brown people, they use that minority group. Do you think like those all Jewish people or anyone else, the elites, I should say, not just Jewish. Do you think that the black and brown people, they really gave a fuck about their rights? No, they never did. They just use it as a weapon to win policy, to win elections. Or to stir shit between the two, black, brown versus white people. So they're fighting so they can do what they want. That's what. And here's proof of it. I mean, these are black and brown communities that are hurting the most in this story I just showed you. Think of it. Now, when you have Benny Johnson's closeted ass, when you have them not telling you these stories, even if he doesn't agree with, or he hates it because he loves them so much, he took he took like your trust. And people trust you to say what's going on, not just what's going on that you feel good about. And he's not telling people, so you can't act on stuff like this. When people like Tyler are getting crushed, then who else is getting crushed that you can't find out stuff like this? This has to stop right away. Enough's enough. I mean, you're taking everything. Stop. Enough. Stop being so greedy. Let the people who need it get some of it. And don't fall victim. Don't fall victim to your podcaster on the right because they say the word Jesus every other word. They don't give a fuck. Look, I'm not anti anything. I like to think I believe in God and Jesus too, but I'm not going to use it to sway people's minds or open their pocketbooks like Erica Kirk, Benny Johnson. They all do it. They don't give a F about religion. That should piss you off even more. At least the left uses social issues. They don't use religion to get what they want. The right's worse when they do that because that's like something that's sacred. You should respect that, not disrespect people's religion. So anyways, what are you going to do? You're going to sit there and just keep falling for this? Enough of this. You're not children. We'll grow up. We all need to. And this shit needs to stop right here. And then we can go into other things like cars for kids. What the fuck's that about? What's Trump doing about that? What is he doing about the kids dying overseas? I mean, again, what the fuck's he even thinking about building a Trump Tower in Gaza for? I mean, guys, those podcasts, no one's going to listen. You're probably going to get me bad, negative feedback. But I'm just being honest with you. Look at you don't have to trust me. Trust the numbers. How's America getting better for you? In the country that starts with letter I, they have free healthcare and free college education and shit like that. That's your money. And in Ukraine, they got pensions with your money. And we don't even get pensions anymore. We're not going to be able to get it soon. Social Security is supposed to dissolve in 9 years or something like that. Come on, guys. It's not just my words, it's the facts. Follow it to where its logical end is. Fucking pull out the plug, pull on it, see where it's coming from. So how you can stop it. And that's what Tyler was trying to do until they try to crush him. But he said, fuck Patreon. That's what he said. He's right. Because again, you can't have this shit going on. You can't preach for black and brown people and then hurt them every step of the way. Just like when they brought those legals in, the Biden administration, everyone keeps hurting the little guy. Stand up. Don't be a coward. And don't be in love with your fucking podcast. I say this all the time. They're not your preacher. They're not your priest. They don't give you communion. They're nothing but money-hungry scum. Trust me on this. They make millions of dollars, and you guys like to give them super chats. It's not a good balance, guys. Just think it through. All right. Take care. And if you want, follow me.